Good evening, everyone. Today is July 14th. No, lying. Today is July 12th. Gotcha. Today is July 12th, 2024. Today is Manhattanhenge. Manhattanhenge. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City. And I think Manhattanhenge has been canceled. Look at the sky. It is raining on and off. The cloud cover is pretty intense and we don't know what's gonna happen. So I would call it Manhattanhenge canceled? Question mark. Let's see what's going on. We're going to bounce around the neighborhood until we end up around Bryant Park, and from there we'll see. We shall see what kind of view we're gonna get. And we're gonna see how many people will not believe that they will not be able to see the sun. And with all that, let's go. I'm Michelle K. Good evening. We'll move in just a moment. IR John. Okay, let's go. We're on Park Avenue. This is the new JP Morgan Chase building that is still under construction, but we can see how gigantic it will stand out from the crowd. Even all these buildings around here are tall. This one will be the tallest. John, stay cool. It's only 80 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It is kind of like, how should I put it? The weather is giving us a little bit of a pause between the heat waves. There will be another heat wave starting next week. So as of right now, it's a little bit better than it was yesterday at least. Still hot. Park Avenue at East 50th Street. This is northbound. Hi Tyler Silva, happy Friday. Christian Hansen, don't be a party pooper. Scoop that son up. We'll try. We'll try. With the view of MetLife building, we are going to start zigzagging. This is East 50th Street. But you know what? Let's enjoy the view for a few more blocks maybe. Let's cross here and walk toward MetLife building, and then we'll make a right turn. Hi Ambrose. Good evening. Alright, let's do it. I'm looking in that direction. This is where the sun's supposed to be, and there's nothing resembling the Manhattanhenge in terms of, you know, seeing the sun or how bright it is. There are two in a year, and today is the full sun and tomorrow is half sun. But today, technically, astronomically, is technically 100% Manhattanhenge. So this is why we decided to walk around a little and show you how disappointing it is. It's not the first time it's been disappointing. Earlier this year, we had the same exact situation with Manhattanhenge when, you know, people are anticipating it and waiting for it, and then nothing happens. It's just dark skies and clouds. The sun is setting over there. Hi Kendra E, Manhattanhenge. Mark Boyd, I forgot today was Manhattanhenge. It will still happen. The problem is we may or may not be able to see it through the clouds. 7:44. We have 46 minutes to go. Wait, is it 8:20? My mistake. A little bit less. 36 minutes to go. So we will use this time wisely and gravitate towards 42nd Street, which probably the easiest way to do is to go underneath through the passageway right there, the Helmsley building, and then the Grand Central Terminal. Let's walk through Grand Central Terminal and exit at 42nd Street. And this is JP Morgan Chase building. Right there. Thank you so much for working with us. And don't forget the likes, thumbs up, very, very important. Thanks so much for that. You gave us a like, thank you. If you didn't yet, take a moment and do it, thank you. Let's take a look at JP Morgan Chase. Up close and personal. Thank you for the weather. 27 Celsius, 80 Fahrenheit. The wind is very, very mild and humidity is very high. Hi Joyce. Good evening Joyce, good to see you. Welcome to our walk. We are going to walk through Grand Central Terminal on our way to 42nd Street, and then we'll make a right turn and we will walk toward the sun. The problem is, will the sun walk toward us? If not, then we can jokingly say that Manhattanhenge is cancelled. Another scaffolding, another construction site. Approaching East 47th. Another JP Morgan Chase. There's quite a few in the city, but this one is right across. Also JP Morgan Chase. I don't know how many employees this building will hold. The new one to our right, but probably 10,000. I don't know. It's massive, if not more. And that's the Helmsley building. Beautiful, beautiful building. Look, let's zoom out a little bit, and boom. Full frontal. Joyce, I broke my fast after a day and a half when family invited me out. Let's continue. Okay, so now we'll cross 46th Street and walk toward Grand Central, which is the next block on over there. Our goal is to get to 42nd Street and then turn right and look what's going on where Manhattanhenge is supposed to be visible. Supposed to be, because good luck to all of us with that. Hi RJ. Mark boy, Manhattanhenge canceled. Cancel culture is out of control. I like the joke. I like the joke. I like that joke. It's funny, but it's not. It's very complex. We see some sort of a sunlight through the clouds right there, but see, it's like a sandwich. There's sunlight between the clouds, between the two levels of clouds, but not even close to how yellowish it's supposed to look when the clouds are not there. Hey Brian. Aluminum plated building across from Chrysler. If you're looking if you asking about the tall one with kind of like the tallest one in that picture, that's probably the Summit. The Summit Temasurita, hello, hello, good evening. Saludando, there's the Islam Harris. Wonderful evening to everyone. Hey, Noble Sweetness, welcome, good evening. So now we'll cross the street and walk into a MetLife building, which is adjacent to Grand Central Terminal. This is the shortest way from here to 42nd. It's just to follow Park Avenue and walk through the building to Grand Central. It's a MetLife building. It used to be a Pan Am building years ago. At least it's air conditioned. All right, let's go. Welcome everyone. Thank you for walking with us tonight on the second Manhattanhenge of the year. And unfortunately, to all the people who would like to take amazing pictures of the sun directly, geometrically, in the middle between the buildings, if you look in the direction of Hudson River, doesn't look like the sun will be showing tonight, but we have no doubt that there will be people around Bryant Park and other places where we'll be trying to see what's going on. So it's fun to people watch as well. We did it last time and we'll do it again. Mark Boyd, there was an awful helicopter accident there decades ago. Hi and why? Welcome, welcome. Through rotating doors into Grand Central Terminal. Let me zoom out a little so you can see more. There's Apple Store there on the second level. Upstairs, rather, to our left. Peter, hi Peter. Thunderstorms on the way for New York City after midnight. Flood watch as well. So be safe, everyone. Tomorrow night is supposed to be sunny. Well, at least half sun. Manhattanhenge will be sunny, supposedly. So let's hope so. To the human eye, we wouldn't notice the difference between full sun and half sun, but this is how the terminology they're using. That's a world famous spot in the middle of the main floor in Grand Central Terminal. So let's take a look at the ceiling a little bit with all the zodiac signs. Before we walk out of Grand Central Terminal, local time is 7:55, so technically it's 25 minutes to today's Manhattanhenge time, technically speaking. But it's always fun to hang out around these big sort of kind of events like Manhattanhenge and other things where people get hyped up over and see how they wait for it and how they get upset sometimes if this doesn't happen. A bit of classical music, a few bars here and there, and now we're going to walk down there, up there, walk toward 42nd Street. Is this clock correct? 7:55-ish, 56-ish, yep. Clock is correct. Interesting, the old clock, and it's correct. Mark Boy, there's sunrise as well as sunset. Hey Daryl, good evening from Chicago. This is the local time in New York City. One of the subway entrances too, 4, 5, 6, and 7 subway lines down there. And why I hope you and Delilah had a great date night yesterday. Oh, I'm glad you asked. Yes, we did have a great date night yesterday. I was streaming around Jersey City, and Delilah had an opportunity to escape the busy family environment just for us two of us to have a date night. So we did. We met in the city, and of course in Manhattan, Midtown, and we went to one of those fancy enough Chinese restaurants. There's great food, actually, great quality. If you want, I can show the pictures. If you want, let me know of the food. Yep, had a good time. It was so hot yesterday. Oh my god. So I was like, if this place doesn't have air conditioning, I'm not going. I was like, you want to go to McDonald's? No. Well, yeah, maybe not really. No, I was like, I was kidding. I'll get something more decent than that. And we found that spot in Midtown. Daryl, being good today. Yeah, I'm trying. Timo, that was Joe Joma's song on the cello. Joyce, wouldn't that be good news to my ears? Snowblood. The old song for healing. I'm in a zine. So we're on 42nd Street. If the clouds were not there, the sun would be so bright that we couldn't look straight down the line right now. But it's cloudy. Let's cross the street, so we have less obstruction. Ambrose, we won the proof. Alright. Medicine, yeah, I'll always take nice pictures of your food. Why not? You're a pro at getting your surroundings. Well, I was more focused on Delilah, of course, but I'll show a couple. So this is the name of the place. Mala Kitchen, I think it's called. That's actually a picture of the menu. Not a very, accurate in terms of geometry, but it's just have the picture of the menu so you can see the name of it. And of course, tell me who was hungry. That was mine. That was shrimp fried rice, but it's not like, I don't know, for some reason it's the way they make it. It just tastes so much better than just like a random shrimp fried rice or any fried rice you can get. So that was a big plate, and that was good feeling. And guess who got this dish? Who likes meat?
Yeah.
Of course, my better half. That's mutton. There was rice bowl on the side, of course, but the rice bowl didn't make it in the picture. So that was our evening meal. It didn't have to be, super duper fancy, like if you expected to have, like, I don't know, candles. We can have candles, but it didn't have to be candles yesterday. It was just a pretty damn romantic hanging out in Midtown in the heat, then finding that air-conditioned restaurant with great service, great food. So we had a fantastic time. As far as how they handling the bills, the checks, that place is great, but when they bring you the check, they include 18% tip in it. It's listed as a tip, but it's included in the total that they want you to pay. So at that point you're like, sure, I mean, that was a great service and whatever, no one would argue with that. So that's psychology. But on top of that, when you give them your card and they bring your card, they bring you a receipt for your purchase, for your order, and that receipt lists all the items that you had, and that initial 18% tip. On top of that, actually on the bottom, above the signature line, they have another grid, and that grid is telling you that this percentage will be such and such tip. So basically, they're kind of like, if you're not looking into your paperwork, you will end up being automatically charged 18%. And on top of that, if you're not paying attention, you will give them at least another 18%. So, I understand inflation and such, but if you have, let's say roughly, $50 bill, and they charge you a tip, which is 18%, and then they charge you another 18%, so like 36% on top of $50. So this can end up being, may end up being a pretty decent tip for them. But they don't tell you anything. They just bring you a bill and they just quietly put it on the table. So, not that I'm being greedy or everything, it's just, I don't mind giving them a tip. 18% is a decent tip. I don't mind. But them bringing the bill and, where it shows another option for the tip, that on top of that one, that is, excuse me. Manhattanhenge wants you to get a big meat dish to share, and then get a side of rice depending on how hungry you are. That's absolutely true. Nice. We were hungry. So we got two dishes. Yes, of course we shared. We tried each other's one, but we were hungry. So let's see. This is kind of the spot that we explored during the previous Manhattanhenge. Before we do, that's a public restroom here in Bryant Park, and the line. Something's going on in Bryant Park as far as picnic performances. We may take a look real quick. I hear the music, but This is the spot where people usually gather to see the sun. I will not be surprised if they still have people there with cameras waiting for 8:20 p.m. Let's go take a look. Joyce, have a nice night, everyone. Much love. Thank you so much, Joyce. We will see you next time. John R. Hey, hi, and we will see you soon, John R. Thank you for the treat, Medicine. So there was a proof. So we had a date night with Delilah last time. Let's approach that intersection to see if there's anyone there at all this time. See, I see the ice cream truck, of course, in the same spot. Medicine, yes, also one thing to keep in mind, if you need a little extra rice too, usually they will cook it up for $103. Yes, in that place there was $2, which was pretty decent because it was pretty big bowl of rice. Yep. Thank you. Sounds like you had a great time regardless. Yep, we did. Thank you. Alright, so what we see? The clouds. No one is standing here with the cameras? No, I think a few people maybe. Looking up. Good looking up. Felipe Lima, Chilson Brasil, boa noite. So this is the view. But I think, in all honesty, tonight Manhattanhenge, has been cancelled, even though it looks like there's a few people here who are waiting for it. Let's go see what's going on at Bryant Park. It's 8:07 for a few minutes. It's a very nice evening for people to hang out. It's not too hot. It's breezy a little bit. It feels good compared to what we had previously. Hey, fun face. Yep, super cloudy. Wow, the lawn is full. Empire State Building. Live music is always cool.
What is when he must again?
Picnic performances here in Bryant Park. People. Thank you, Ambrose. Carnegie Hall Citywide. Tandiswa Mazwai. Carnegie Hall Citywide. Ambrose, South Africa's chart-topping singer, songwriter, and band leader. Oh, someone just showed the whole behind there.
There's a train that comes from Zimbabwe, from Mozambique.
Bryant Park.
Working for almost no pay.
Only because 820 is approaching, we're going to walk toward that intersection just to, make sure that we're there, because nothing else is going on with the sun. Sun is in the clouds. Hi, Austin City Limits. Our amazing key holders holding the keys to our chart. Austin City Limits, Noble Sweetness, Sunshine of Rain, and why Audie Ambrose. Thank you to our amazing moderators for helping us with the charts. Well, there shouldn't be any people there waiting for 820, but you'll be surprised. There are a few. Yes. What they're waiting for? Just to say that they were there. Another bummer. Manhattanhenge is canceled. Canceled by the clouds. Oh boy, I was wrong. That's the same kind of crowd as before. Look. Alright. So here we are. 8:16. So for the next couple of minutes, 5 minutes, we'll be here. Just to show you the Manhattanhenge that is invisible. There were a lot of people over the Persian Square overpass by Grand Central Terminal last time. I tried to see it. Alright. Where is the excitement? I don't see any excitement. People taking random pictures of buildings, so I don't know what exactly they're taking pictures of. I guess we need to change the location next time, because every time we come here, Manhattanhenge is bad. See that ball on top of Times Square 1? That's a famous ball that drops on New Year's Eve. Usually you don't see any people there on that overpass. Oh wow, this is the sun. They see a little bit of orange down there above the trees. Barely. Look. Look. Insanity now. Traffic doesn't matter anymore.
This is a one-way street.
At least we're not blocking the traffic, but actually what you can see a little bit is kind of like the lower edge of the sun. Lower edge. Everything else is a very thick cloud. So now they will wait for for the light change. Oh, look at that. ADC322, how you Ange? Welcome. Yeah, too cloudy. Like a little bit of a bottom of the sun right there, but it's so insignificant, and everyone is trying to take a picture of it. That's why we call this stream Manhattanhenge canceled. Canceled? it's fun to watch the people too, because you know, when the traffic light changes, they like it's almost looking like they're blocking the whole street, the whole 42nd Street. It's 8:21, so yeah, that happened as we were looking at it a few seconds ago. Well, at least ice cream truck is giving a little bit more space tonight. So. Sun is like, whatever, been there, done that, boring. Let me have some clouds. Hopefully tomorrow it will still be half sun, so technically looking almost the same as only with no clouds. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. But as of right now, it's just more people watching than seeing the sun. Because if we look toward the sun, what do we see? Pretty much same thing, except for it's getting darker. People, some they just have no idea why those people are standing here and taking picture with. Why? What's the big deal? It is a big deal, and if the sun was out and fully visible, oh boy, that would be such a great picture angle from here. That's a busy intersection, 6th Avenue and 42nd Street. There's concert in Bryant Park. There's none happening Manhattanhenge. There's so much stuff going on in the city. It is summer. This is 6th Avenue and West 42nd Street, northbound view. And southbound view. 6th Avenue is one way, as you can see, one-way street, one-way avenue. Pretty intense traffic. It's Friday, end of the work week. Happy upcoming weekend, everyone. South of Taylor, hey, James Hunterville, this happened May 29th and July 12th. Interesting. My face will go to 57 next time. Yeah, anywhere else probably. Probably 29. Is it canceled because I'm 23rd Street yet? No, it's a joke. It's a joke. But it sounds kind of cool. Sounds funny. Not as funny as those pigeons that we saw yesterday in Jersey City, and I told them to get a roof. I think even Delilah liked that joke. I asked her. She's like, "Oh, that was a pretty good joke." So that was funny. I'm waiting to cross the street. It's so delayed. Or maybe it's me, maybe I'm slow. I don't know. One or the other. There's a Salesforce Tower and Bank of America Tower. Yep, tomorrow too. Oh, is that 27? Regardless, I thought it was A21, but regardless, it's just the same view. But most people were standing here at A21. Hey Angela, good evening. James, nice, love the sunset. But this is what the sun was supposed to be, but we only see the darkness and the clouds. So at this point, we're done with today's Manhattanhenge. Boom. For 48 minutes. I think we did well enough. We walked, we saw a few things here and there, and we even stepped by in Bryant Park and saw a little bit of that amazing singer from South Africa and the cancelled Manhattanhenge. So now we're just surrounded by the noise pollution in Midtown Manhattan. I wish someone would do the study. What's the correlation between pedicabs, playing these popular songs and them being able to get a customer? I don't see any connection to it, but oh well. Empire State Building is showing a plain white color today. No colors, looks like. We are across from Bryant Park on 6th Avenue between 41st and 42nd Street, West 41st and 42nd. And this is where we're going to end our stream tonight. And as we always say, we thank you so much for watching, for walking with us. Those who are chatting and those who don't chat, but I know you're watching. Thank you, Ange, for stopping by and saying hi. Well, it's good to see you guys. We don't have a schedule, but it doesn't matter if you subscribe. So please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. You will get notifications when we're live or posting any videos next time. In the meantime, look at the sky. Now, these clouds are rain clouds for sure. They're very dark, and I would not be surprised if the rain will start at any moment right now. They actually predicted the rain around 8:30, so they're moving pretty fast, but you never know. Very dark. No worries, Angela. Sheldon, Latimer, McDonald's as a time limit. You can sit before you have to go and buy more foods or coffee to sit. I don't know. I don't think they're enforcing time limits in McDonald's anymore. Alright. We will wish you a fantastic rest of the day or the beginning of a new one, depending on where you're watching us from. Thank you, amazing moderators. Thank you those who comes back and keeps watching our streams. Thank you for finding, our channel interesting. And thank you for dedicating your precious personal time to watching our streams and videos. Thank you so much for all of that. stay happy and healthy as much as you can, and take good care of yourselves as much as you can. We will see you again soon. Good night from Midtown Manhattan. Until next time, live walking. NYC Ambrose, thumbs up. NY Sheldon, Joseph, Angela, Noble Sweetness, Funfish, Sheldon, Ambrose, Austin City Limits, Sunshine After Rain, Sunnies, hi Sunnies, James Honeywood, and everybody else. Good night. We will see you again soon. Bye bye.